On behalf of Home Sterling Global University, this is Neeraj Taneja from School of Legal Studies. Privileged to welcome you all on the valedictory session of the 5 days FDP program, Advances in Research and Technologies in Education. Special reference to New Education Policy 2020. Adar Abhinandan Emam Aabhar. My first and foremost duty to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. N.P. Kaushik ji. Extend the warm welcome for the program Professor R.K. Gupta ji, Vice Chancellor, Maharaja Agar Sen University. This FDP work is held with the cooperation and support with Maharaja Agar Sen University, Solan, Badi. Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Ajay Badar ji, Registrar Professor Dr. Vinod Kumar ji, Dr. Sumesh Jain ji, Dean Admissions, Dr. Rakesh Dhiman, Dr. M.P. Punyari, coordinator of this FDP, all the deans from various schools of OSU, and all the faculty members of Maharaja Agar Sen University, Badi also who are participating in this FDP. Experts, fellow teachers, scholars, and my dear colleagues from OSU, first of all, greetings and congratulations to organizing Committee of Om Sterling Global University, Patron Honorable PVC Sir, Dr. Ajay Podarji, and my colleagues, Professor Dr. Mahendra Puniaji, Dean Academics, and Dr. Rakesh Dhimanji, Dean Student Welfare, for such a remarkable efforts to enhance the intellect among intellectuals and definitely become a platform for teachers. Over the last 5 days, we had deep insights into several issues of new education policy and other topics as well. Later on, formally to be reported by Dr. N.P. Buniaji, the coordinator of the FDP. The most valuable resource that our teachers have is each other. Without collaboration, our growth is limited to our own self. I think in this universe there are three persons who always think that student must grow, be progressive and get ultimate success. These are mother, father and a teacher. A wise man once said, others see teachers as ordinary people, but in the eyes of the students we all are the heroes. So a grand salute to all the heroes to be serving the society as it ought to be. Please give a big hand to yourself. And now we will proceed for a tribute to Ma Saraswati for Deep Prajwalan. For this, I would request to all the dignitaries for Deep Prajwalan. O Goddess Saraswati, glory to you. You are a treasure of good deeds, the goddess of wisdom, language, music, art, and the force. It's a tradition to worship Goddess Saraswati. I also welcome our Registrar, Professor Dr. Vinod Kumarji. Now, for floral welcome, I request to our PVC sir and Registrar sir please present a plant to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Ma'am. जोरदार तालियां बजा दीजिए. Now I will request to Dr. Sumesh Jain ji and Dr. M.P. Punia ji to present a plant to PVC, sir. Diwan sir, आप आ जाइए. दो तारीख से सेशन शुरू हो रहा है, तालियां ढंग से बजा लो. धमकी देनी पड़ती है. Now I would like to invite Dr. Mahendra Punia ji, the coordinator of this 5 days FTP Faculty Development Program, for a formal report.
Thank you, Neeraj sir. A very good morning to all of you. It has been such an honor to be a part of such wonderful events. I feel honored and privileged to get opportunity to present a report on 5 days faculty development program, blended mode, offline as well as online. Titled Advance in Research and Technologies in Education, special reference to NEP New Education Policy 2020. Organized by Om Sterling Global University, collaborated with Maharaja Agarsen University, Solan. I heartily welcome to Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor N.P. Kaushik sir, Professor R.K. Gupta, Vice Chancellor Maharaja Agarsen University, Solan, Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Ajay Podar sir, Registrar Professor Vinod Kumar, Professor Somesh Jain, Dean Academics, Dean Admission, Professor Rakesh Dhiman, Dean Student Welfare, all deans and participants. I would like to say the few highlighted points by our esteemed resource persons during the faculty development program. So I will start with day by day. The first day on the inaugural session, the faculty development program started on 23rd January 2023 at 10:30 a.m. with Saraswati Vandana. The introduction of the FDP and welcome of the guests and dignitaries were given by Advocate Neeraj Taneja sir. The dignitaries on the stage were Dr. B.K. Punia, Professor Haryana School of Business, Guru Jambhesar Science and Technology University, Hisar, and ex-Vice Chancellor Mahasi Dayanand University, Rohtak. Professor N.P. Kaushik, Vice Chancellor Om Sterling Global University, Hisar. Professor R.K. Gupta, Vice Chancellor Maharaja Agarsen University, Solan, in virtual mode. And Professor Ajay Podar, Pro Vice Chancellor Om Sterling Global University, Hisar. Opening remarks and introduction by FDP were given by Professor Ajay Podar, which was followed by Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. R.K. Gupta from Maharaja Agarsen University, Solan, Himachal Pradesh. He told us about the importance of the research program in New Education Policy 2020. The Vice Chancellor of Om Sterling Global University, Dr. N.P. Kaushik, emphasized on various concepts related to the teaching and their prevalence in the life of the teacher and students. He also told us about how the program will help faculty and teaching process and give a glimpses of the activities going on in Sterling Global University. Thereafter, the chief guest, Professor Dr. B.K. Punia from Guru Jambeshwar Science and Technology University, Isar. His whole speech was kind of motivational speech where the talks about how our willpower should be strong our life, move on forward. He also talked about the historical background of the educational policies in India, where he told us faculty development program was introduced in second national education policy. He also talked about UGC and his history academic development and program. Dr. Punia correlates research with the motivational story to build up the confidence in our faculty and participants. After his speech, all the eminent personalities present a memento to chief guest as a token of honor, and Dr. Mahendra Punia delivered a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries and participants. The inaugural session came to end with national anthem. The second session after the lunch, the post-lunch session of the FDP began with the presentation by Dr. Umesh Arya, Dean Faculty of Media Studies, Guru Jambeshwar Science and Technology University, Isar, delivered his talk on interpersonal communication techniques for effective personality development and well-being. He said that the individual without interpersonal communication will behave differently in each and every situation at home, college, workplace, and universities, etc. His whole session was about how our interpersonal work and how it is important in our life. He said, if we are active interpersonal communication, we will be a positive and grateful or thankful to such the everything around us. He also asked faculty to perform an activity thrice in a session. In this activity, he did meditation. Whole session was about how we can make our life better. At the end of the session, a memento and certificate of the appreciation was awarded to the resource person, Professor Umesh Arya, by our worthy Vice Chancellor N.P. Kaushik sir, Pro Vice Chancellor Sir Professor Ajay Podar, and convener of the Faculty Development Program. The session was ended by the vote of thanks to the resource person and participants by the convener. On the second day, the first session will be started. The day began with the introduction of the resource person, Professor Dr. Aparna N. Mahajan by Farah Khan. Dr. Mahajan delivered her lecture on role of research in teaching and administrative competence for the holistic development. She started her lecture with holistic approach and its features like behavior and attitude, spiritual in good ways, balance and competence. She also talked about the theory, and there are two types of the brain, analytical and imaginative. While explaining his holistic approach, she also explained empathy, employment factor, technical skills, spoken skills, holistic approach in teaching. Students and teachers should be proactive. She also discussed about the brain development and transformation approach, systematic approach and its type, like technical and not technical, etc. She concluded her talk with how it is important to adopt the approach because this will help in research as well as teaching. At the end of the session, a formal vote of thanks was delivered by Professor Mahendra Punia. The second section, post-lunch session, the resource person for the second session was Dr. Asulekha Gupta, Department of Management Studies, Graphic Era University, Dehradun. She delivered a talk on the topic discussion on methodological requirements of the research and research to simulate and capture the approaches. She discussed about the type of the research, methods of the data collection. She also cleared the difference between the methods and the methodology. Process of analytical and criteria of good research like logical, empirical, reliable, valid, and systematic. Her whole lecture was about how research are different type and different variables like independent and dependent variables. How research can influence by other variables like demographic, extraneous variables. There are different research like case report, randomized, cross-sectional, etc. The lecture was knowledgeable and useful for all the participants. At the end of the session, formal vote of thanks to the research person and the participants by the convener. On the third day, the first session, the session was started with the introduction of the resource person, Dr. Swati Singh, Assistant Professor Maharaja Agarsen University, Solan, by Dr. Farah Khan. This session was about statistics and its techniques in the research. She delivered her talk on statistics, its role in research, and various techniques in the research. She started with types of the variable and selection of the statistical techniques. She divided the techniques into two parts, qualitative and quantitative. She also told us about the parametric and non-parametric methods, their assumption, correlation, data collection, etc., and how to apply test statistics. Then she explained type of the statistical technique like descriptive and inferable. After the presentation, there was a question answer round, and the convener of the faculty development program delivered a vote of thanks to all the participants and the resource person for such a wonderful presentation. Second session, after lunch session, the session was conducted by our worthy Vice Chancellor, Dr. N.P. Kaushik sir. It was about adoption and implementation of new education policy 2020. He started his talk with the explanation of the education policy and how it will help our generation and country. He delivered about why NAP is required, various aspects of the new education policy 2020, like fundamentals of the new education policy, multiple entry and exit, academic bank of the credit, two academic programs, dual degree programs, major and minor discipline research development, knowledge system, SWAM, MOOCs, utilization. He also focused on GER. The Indian knowledge system includes manuscripts, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Veda, and Puranas. He also discussed about these things. The whole session was about how we are going implement this and how it will be give more opportunities to the youth. After his lecture, there was a question and answer rounds at the end of the formal vote of thanks by the convener. On the fourth day, the session was started with introduction of the speaker, Professor Prag Kalekar, Dean, Faculty of the Commerce and Management, Savitri by Phule, Pune University. Introduced by Dr. Farah Khan, the title of the talk was Focus on Different Modes of the Approach in order to meet the new challenges, emerging challenges of the academy. He discussed about new education policy 2020 implementation, status, and obstacles. He also focused that how it will help to improve our country education. He said that the policy aimed to transform India's education system by 2030. After explaining the proper status and each phase of he moved forward to discuss about the obstacles we are facing in implementing new education policy. The five major obstacles are creating a shared responsibility and ownership amongst key stakeholders, including the private sectors at the state and district level, that have extraordinary diversity is going to be a major challenge for the education leadership. Dr. Golkar focused on multiple entry and exist in the new education policy. The session ended with the conclusion remark by the convener. On the fourth day, the post-lecture second session, the post-lunch session began with the introduction of the resource person Dr. Narendra Kumar, Deputy Librarian, Guru Jambesar Science and Technology University, Hisar. He talked on the topic professional development and ethics. He discussed about research tools, good research citation, and Sherpa Romeo world largest open access platform containing 21 crore files. He talked about the platform of information like Google Library. He also discussed that there are many other sources of the information provided by the government of India, like National Digital Library. And the professional development is very important in research because we are publishing our research. We should have authentic research. Dr. Kumar focused on good publication. That is quality. They are going to the quality rather than the quantity. He explained social media enhance the visibility of the research as well as to just get the citation and its site score. We need to different type of the temperament just to conduct and becomes a good researcher. He also discussed important principles of the academic integrity. Also, at the end of the session, the memento and the appreciation certificate awarded to Dr. Narendra Kumar by our worthy Vice Chancellor, Professor N.P. Kaushik, Professor Mahendra Punya, and Professor Rakesh Diwan. The session ended with the conclusion remark by the convener. On the fifth and the last day, the session was started with the introduction of the resource person, Dr. Amit Dasura, Akhil Bharatiya Sek Pramukh, Bharatiya Shikshan Mandal. He delivered his talk on relevance and efficacy of new education policy 2020 in higher education. He discussed about the relationship between the teachers and students in the new education policy. He said that the new education policy 2020 is teacher-centered policy. The session will come end by the remark by the convener. And the valedictory session is going on right now. Thank you to all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Saab. Now I would request to the co-convener of the event virtually, Ms. Kanika, Assistant Professor at Maharaja Agrawal University, Surat. So over to Kanika. May I audible?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. My voice is audible, sir.
Yeah, fine. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. This 5 days faculty development program on advances in research and technologies in education Special reference to NEP 20 has been organized by Om Sterling Global University in collaboration with Maharaja Agassiz University, Baddi. This collaboration is beneficial for both the institutes as collaborative education programs can offer faculty a lot of opportunities for enhancing their knowledge and skills. Many distinguished speakers got connected with us and shared their knowledge on various topics related to education and IT fields to enrich the understanding of our participants. This FDP focused on different modes of approach in order to meet the challenges of life to become not merely a trained professional but also a better citizen. It also trained the participants about professional ethics and development with upgradation in their fields of knowledge. It familiarized the faculty on the concept of NEP 20 and its application and relevance in today's world. It was possible to get connected with a rich pool of speakers only through blended mode. Only through this mode, it has become very practical to have speakers from different geographical locations. At last, I would like to say that the faculty was enriched with the program and felt that more such programs be organized on regular basis, which will enhance their teaching skills and they can be inculcated in their classroom teaching. I would like to thank the management of Om Institute to give me this opportunity, and we hope to organize many more collaborative faculty development programs and workshops in future as well. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kanika. Thank you very much. Now I would request to Dr. Iqbal Shah from School of Applied Sciences for feedback of this faculty development program.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to all of you. Uh, on the successful completion of this FDP program, that is Advances in Technology and Research in Education, I am thankful to the organizing committee and this Om Sterling Global University, and especially to our Chancellor Sir and Pro Chancellor Ma'am to provide us the opportunity to get the knowledge and to get the fruitful knowledge from this FDP program. Well, all the sessions were well planned and well executed, and I think that I personally think that especially the uh, teaching community should update themselves. So this FDP type of program, they provide us the opportunity uh, to gain the fruitful knowledge. So on behalf of all the faculty and participant, I would like to thank the Om Sterling Global University and as well as Maharaja Agarsen University Solan. And I would like to say that all the sessions were very knowledgeable, especially our Vice Chancellor sir talked about the new education policy. I think we all enjoyed the intrapersonal communication session delivered by Umesh Arya sir from Guru Jambeswar University, Hisar. So I think this FDP program will be beneficial for us in our daily routine teaching and research activities. So from on behalf of all the faculty members and uh, participant, I would like to thank the organizing committee of this Om Sterling Global University. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Saab, for your valuable words. Now, दोस्तों भगवान ने हमें एक नेमत बख्शी है कि हम हमारे ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर सर के सानिध्य में इस तरह की एक्टिविटीज कर पा रहे हैं, सीख पा रहे हैं, क्योंकि सर ने भी एक पूरा इंसाइटनेस के साथ, पूरी डिटेल के साथ हमें नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी पे समझाया भी था। उसी सिलसिले में, उसी कड़ी में, इस प्रोग्राम के तत्वाधान में मैं आमंत्रित कर रहा हूं हमारे माननीय वाइस चांसलर सर प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर एनपी कौशिक जी Please give a big hand. Thank you, Nirajit. Good afternoon, all present here. Uh, we started this 5-day FDP on 23rd, and after completing all proceedings successfully, we have come to the closing of this FDP, and we are in valedictory session of 5 days FDP on advances in research and education technology, a special reference to National Education Policy 2020. So, in this valedictory session, I welcome on the dais our Pro VC, Dr. Ajay Podarji, our Registrar, Dr. Vinod Kumarji, Dean Admission, Dr. Sumesh Jainji, convener of this FDP, Dr. Mahendra Punia and our Dean Student Welfare, Dr. Dhimanji, and all the deans of schools present here, and the participants. All the activities, academic activities or other activities which we are performing here are all because of the inspiration of our Honorable Chancellor and Pro-Chancellor, and they are not present, but we express our gratitude for always inspiring us for all such activities, academic or other kinds of the activities. You know that continuously we are engaged in doing these activities. We started in January and we will continue, I think, up to April. So a lot of activities are going to take place. Dr. Rajbir Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor of MDU Rohtak, was supposed to attend this program as a chief guest, but unfortunately, because of the ill health, he is not present. But we feel that still he is always supporting us for these academic activities. These FDP, this particular FDP, if we think, have many special features. First of all, if we see that for the first time, the faculty development program is being organized in a collaborative manner. And Maharaja Agrasen University is the collaborative university with us. And it is definitely a good step for us and both for Maharaja Agrasen University, because in NEP also it mandates that the institutions should collaborate with each other, because it gives the academic enhancement. And I hope that by conducting this collaborative FDP, the faculty of both the institutions, universities might have been benefited. And you might have experienced this thing during last 5 days also. Second thing which I see, that this FDP was very well designed, as the title indicates, that advances in research and educational technology, special reference to National Education Policy. So we have seen that various deliberations took place
which elaborated various aspects related to the research, advances in research, and also related to the national education policy. We could add few more things also if we could take one or two lecture on, especially on the education technology, as it is included in the title. But anyway, otherwise also it was a very good designed FDP. So I congratulate our Provisy Ajay Podarji, who was leading in planning this FDP, and also the convener and the organizing team. The other thing which I see, that very learned experts were invited to deliver their lectures and share their experience. The experts from various university, Guru Jambheswar University, Maharaja Agrasen University, Graphic Era University, Savitribai Phule University Pune, and experts from Bharatiya Shikshan Mandal. So we can see that from a large variety of institutions, we could manage the experts, and they very well delivered their lectures also. As far as the FDPs are concerned, these are very essential and important part of our education system or in our regular teaching, because we know that the lifelong learning is one of the quality of a good teacher, and this lifelong learning is possible through such academic programs only. FDP provides a good platform for the deliberations of the new things. In routine, it is not possible that we come across the different academic aspects. We always remain confined to our subject area only. But it is necessary for any teacher to remain updated, not only in his or her subject area, but what is happening in the education sector, they must try to know. As this thing has happened in this FDP, Dr. Punia has described in very detail that who were the experts and how they deliberated on their particular topics. So I can quote two lectures particularly. The lecture given by Umesh Aryaji and lecture given by Dr. Narendra Kumar. And we can appreciate that how we can learn new things. I think in routine, uh, we are not habitual of doing any this meditation, or how we can remain calm, or how we can be grateful to others or each other. So this thing was elaborated by Umesh Aryaji, and he gave the practical example of meditation, and many of them experienced that how they have felt the change within the 3-5 minutes of the meditation which took place during the lecture only. And second thing, if we see the lecture of Dr. Narendra Kumar, then I see that it was very useful for the teachers as well as researchers, because it is very much necessary for us to know that what are the various resources through which the information related to the research can be obtained. So he elaborated nicely that what can be the various resources through which the information can be obtained. He also explained that how you can judge what is whether the journals are authentic or non-authentic, or it is valid or not valid, because when you are going to publish the paper, it is first requirement that the journal should be of quality journal, and it should be also authentic journal. Otherwise, if you are publishing any article without taking care of these things, then definitely you are wasting your energy and whatever work you have done. And this thing has been observed practically when we see the submission of some of the research scholars. They already published their paper, but those papers were in some clone journals, not in the original journals. So, from this point of view, I just want to emphasize that this kind of the knowledge in routine we are not getting, but when we conduct this kind of the academic program, we exchange the knowledge with the experts, and we share our views also, and we get these academic advantage. So from that point of view, these FDPs or the conferences, whatever academic program we are conducting, are very useful for us. And I hope that you people also, as a participant, might have been benefited by these deliberations, and definitely some updation of the knowledge might have taken place in your mind, and definitely you would like to use this knowledge in your day-to-day teaching and your research, because the updation of the knowledge is necessary for the upgradation of teacher, and also it benefits the students, because your updated knowledge will be disseminated to the students. If you are upgrading continuously yourself, then definitely you will be delivering good things to your students also. So from that point of view, all these things are very useful, important, and necessary. And I feel that this FDP was very successful, and I congratulate the whole team, Dr. Podarji, Dr. Mahinder Punia, Dr. Kavita, Farah, Dr. Dhimanji, Dr. Neerajji, and there was a last team. I cannot take all the names, but I am thankful, and I appreciate the efforts of each and everyone who were part of conducting this FDP. And thank you all for listening patiently. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Now it's time for having photograph with certificates. So you all are requested from here make 10 faculty members in a row, and vice versa we will take it on. I also request to all the dignitaries, please come forward for the photographs of certificate distribution. Along with, I would announce the name who are with us virtually now, and they will also deserve these certificates, and will be their certificate will be sent in due course. Dr. Surabhi Kansal Assistant Professor Zoology, Maharaja Agarsen University, Solan. Manisha Thakur, Research Assistant, Constitutional and Administrative Law, Maharaja Agarsen University. Pankaj Bhateja, Associate Professor, Pharmaceutics. Mona Piplani, Professor, Pharmaceutics, Maharaja Agarsen University. Neeru Gupta, Assistant Professor, HR, Maharaja Agarsen University. Rishu Yadav, again Pharmaceutics, Maharaja Agarsen University. Anjana Devi, Anjana Devi, Assistant Professor, Pharmaceutics. Kalpana Devi, Research Scholar, Constitutional Law, same from Maharaja Agarsen University, Badi. Somvir, Librarian, Library Science, Geetam, GITEM. Love Singla, Assistant Professor, Microbiology, Maharaja Agarsen University. Then Ruchika Garg, Assistant Professor, Pharmacology, same from Maharaja Agarsen University. Sapna, Assistant Professor, Programming Operating System, DBMS. Dibendra Singh, Assistant Professor, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, same from Maharaja Agarsen University. Pooja Devi, Assistant Professor, Finance, Technia Institute of Advanced Studies, New Delhi. Yogendra Singh Saini, Assistant Professor, Law, Mahatma Jyoti Rao Phule University, Jaipur. Nishant Kumar Pandey, Assistant Librarian, Library Management, Central University of Himachal Pradesh. So, virtually you are with us. Thank you very much. And you will get your certificate in due course.
both of them के बाद अगले में
Now I would request to Dr. Punyaji for having convener certificate and Dr. Rakesh Dhimanji as well. यहाँ तालियां बजा दीजिए, आपको सर्टिफिकेट दिया है, बहुत सारा काम करना पड़ता है, बहुत कुछ करना पड़ता है. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you all the dignitaries. And once again, a special thanks to patron of this FDP, our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Sir Dr. Ajay Podarji. And for formal vote of thanks, I invite Dr. Rakesh Dhimanji, Dean Student Welfare.
Thank you, Neeraj. A very good afternoon to all of you. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion on behalf of the organization. I would like to say thanks to our source of inspirations, Honorable Chancellor Sir Dr. Puneet Goyalji and Pro Chancellor Ma'am Dr. Poonam Goyalji. They always motivate to us to organize such type of events. I also convey deep regards and hearty thanks to our worthy Vice Chancellor, Dr. N.P. Kaushik Sir and Professor R.K. Gupta Sir, Vice Chancellor of Maharaja Agarsen University, Solan, for their guidance. I would like to thanks to respected Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Ajay Podarji, Registrar Sir, Professor Vinodji, Dean Admission, Professor Sumesh Jainji, and Convener Dr. Mahendra Puniaji, and Co-Convener of Miss Kanika MAU, Solan, Himachal Pradesh, Maharaja Agarsen University. They helped and supported us in obtaining the necessary administrative approval for organizing the event in our campus. I'm also thankful to all deans, staff members to OSU and Maharaj Agarsen University and all participants who are present physically and virtually in this event. Last but not least, I would like to express my heartiest thanks to all organizing members of this event and IT team members. Without their efforts, it's not possible to organize such a wonderful event. Thank you. Thanks to all.
Thank you very much. It's all about today and इसके साथ साथ हम धन्यवाद करते हैं हमारे चीफ पेट्रन्स ऑनरेबल डॉक्टर पुनीत गोयल जी और ऑनरेबल डॉक्टर पूनम गोयल जी, चांसलर एंड प्रो चांसलर। अपने बिजी शेड्यूल की वजह से वो आज हमारे बीच नहीं है और आज के लिए हम सब विदा लेते हैं अगले एफडीपी। हम उससे पहले हम एक बार सभी नेशनल एंथम के लिए खड़े होंगे।
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you very much. Once again, thanks to Maharaja Agarsen University, Baddi, who are virtually with us. Thank you very much. Thank you all the dignitaries.